This man. Man, look at it. Look what he's doing. This is assault. This is assault. This is assault.
Yeah. My name's Steve fucking Kelly.
I don't think so. This is illegal.
Eagle Nick had his rights violated.
Hey! Guys, assaulting. You got it.
Oh, maniacs. Oh, welcome back. It's so good seeing everybody here. Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one. I'm happy to report to all of you that the cards are falling for our beloved, courageous, fearless fighters. Because now we're going to have a look at our old pal Audit Them apparently being booted from his house that he had been squatting in for over a year. Oh, it's beautiful to see. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
In tonight's WGN Investigates, the challenges behind the growing number of evictions in Cook County.
WGN cameras were rolling when a sheriff's unit showed up at a Northwest Side neighborhood. Investigative reporter Lourdes Duarte has more on the eviction case that took a year to complete.
It was supposed to be a quiet morning in Portage Park.
Take us to the door. You're going to point out the unit.
Until the Cook County Sheriff's eviction unit got there.
Sheriff's Department, come to the door!
It's not the first time officers evict people from the property. A year earlier, they had to break down 2 doors to get inside.
So this advocate for truth and this fighter for corruption to be dismantled before our very eyes is a repeat offender when it comes to squatting inside a property illegally. This is not the first time you've been booted from this house. It's the second time that they've had to break in and force you out. You, sir, are the definition then of a career criminal and repeat offender. And that makes you one of the biggest hypocrites out there.
We will force entry!
The latest attempt was no less challenging.
Step back!
It required repeated blows with a battering ram.
Step back!
The man inside eventually walked out.
Oh, that news station did you dirty, Audit Them. I mean, come on now. They had to use that video clip of them literally throwing you out without a shirt on. Oh man, that's a thumbnail right there. Don't you look pretty there with all that chest hair? Man, you look real manly, don't you there, Audit Them? Oh, that's funny.
But neither he nor the one who filed for the eviction seemed satisfied with how that process played out. One forced to leave.
20 plus years I've been living here at this home address.
And another stuck waiting even longer.
Put yourself in my place. It's 1 year I'm supposed to move in here with my family and stuff.
You could call all this the eviction challenge. WGN Investigates has told you how an increasing number of new eviction cases is placing significant strain on taxpayer resources, with the number of new filings in Cook County now back to pre-pandemic levels of just under 30,000 a year.
There's a lot of eviction cases pending.
Each one with its own complexities and challenges. This recent case, no exception.
Friends of mine, attorneys that I've dealt with, for the past 22 years, nobody has ever seen anything like this before. It's upwards in the $50,000 loss.
Lillian Lohan is a veteran Chicago real estate agent. She represented the buyer back in July of 2024 when he bought the 2-flat. At the time, records show the property was bank-owned.
Before we bought the property, we walked in like 2-3 times. The property was vacant.
Oh, it was empty?
It was empty, yeah.
His plan was to fix it up, then move his family in.
Like I said, the very second day, I just came to drop some stuff, and the property looked like Fort Knox. I got keys, the keys were not working, and at that point, the nightmare started.
He claims that after he closed on the purchase, this man moved in, changed the locks, and installed security cameras.
Yeah, I want to chat with you, but you could keep the camera off.
Well, wait a minute, Audit Them. That doesn't make any sense. Aren't you a huge proponent of being able to film in public? Don't you go to these clerks in these small offices and they say, "Sir, please don't record me, I'm not comfortable," and you say, "Ma'am, it is my right to film you, for you are a public servant and you are in public." Yet, you don't want your personal affairs and your personal business to be recorded and put on film? Interesting, the hypocrisy. How you like to exploit as many people as possible and put them on your little camera, yet you don't want your personal affairs to be put on camera because you feel as though it invades your privacy. What do they say? Rules for thee, but not for me. What a joke.
At the time, he called police to report an alleged trespassing.
They come here, they say we can do nothing about this, you have to go through the eviction process.
So he did, finally obtaining an eviction order in May of this year. He thought that was it, but the sheriff's office didn't take immediate action.
People buy properties with tenants inside all the time. You know, the eviction process can take 3 to 6 months. It took a year.
Meanwhile, he's not a lawyer, but fought the case in court himself. On the day of the eviction, among the things he carried, binders filled with documents related to his legal cases that he hopes will keep him in the home.
Oh no, miss. If only you knew. Those binders are where all his precious documents are, where all of his precious FOIAs. I mean, how many millions of FOIAs do you think this guy has? This guy eats, sleeps, and dreams FOIAs. I mean, look at all those binders. What are you doing with all that nonsense, man? I mean, come on now. You look like a total idiot. I mean, I would love to see you walk into court with all of those binders and see if the judge doesn't laugh you out of the courtroom. Give me a break.
He also had the scales of justice and an American flag.
I have an American constitutional right, and I will fight this all the way. This is not the end. This is not some type of squatting incident or nothing, that type of crazy stuff.
Yes, Audit Them. Yes, this is. This is a clear example of someone squatting in a property that they no longer have the legal rights to. And you say, oh, this is a violation of my constitutional rights, and I have a constitutional American right. You do not have a constitutional right to reside in a property that you are no longer in the legal right to reside in. As brought out, you don't own this property anymore. The thing is, mentions that it was foreclosed. You don't have a legal right to be here anymore. Therefore, you do not have an unfettered constitutional right to reside in this property, and quite frankly, you are breaking the law.
Property records show his family owned the building for nearly 20 years until a foreclosure lawsuit was filed and the lender sold the property, something he claims should have never happened.
So what happens next? Where do you go from here?
So what happens next is I'm going to continue to fight this in the appellate court, and whatever is just inside the court systems, the due process to handle it.
So what if they tell you you can't return to the home?
Well, who would you believe that would tell me that? Who's they?
Perhaps.
Hey there, smarty pants. Stop trying to twist this woman's words and be a contrarian. You just said to the lady that you are going to fight this out in the court, and whatever the judicial system rules on after reviewing your case, you would comply with. She simply asked you, what if they say that you no longer have rights to the property? Stop trying to be a contrarian and just trying to twist people's words for no reason whatsoever. I mean, the woman was clear with her question. Do you have to just be difficult for no reason whatsoever?
Perhaps a judge?
Well, again, it is in the court. There's no reason for this to occur today.
Court records show he filed for federal bankruptcy protection in mid-May. He claims that case should have delayed the eviction.
Like I said, this is unjust.
This Chicago attorney is not involved in the matter, but reviewed the case at our request and said he believes it's a matter of timing.
I think the two key issues are, number one, is the eviction order was entered before his bankruptcy was filed, and number two, he didn't have a property right that was entitled to be protected under the bankruptcy code.
Regardless, he vowed to keep up his legal fight. But tonight, where will you sleep?
Well, I don't like to discuss that on the let the world know where my future next step is.
Oh, that silence is golden. Did you notice how long he paused like he was about to cry? Let's have a look again.
Well, I don't like to discuss that on the let the world know where my future next step is.
Now, before I go any further, I want to make one thing incredibly clear. We here at Frauditor Mania in no way, shape, or form celebrate any person being displaced. If you ask me, there should not be a soul on this planet that should be forced out of their home and forced to sleep outside or wherever the case might be. But we have to remember who we're dealing with, guys. We're dealing with Audit Them, one of the biggest pieces of garbage in the auditing community. The person who goes above and beyond to exploit innocent, helpless employees and go above and beyond to ensure that they are fired, that they are reprimanded, and that they face negative consequences simply because they do not respond and comply to his bullying. Therefore, I have very little compassion for him.
But I definitely am in the courts handling this as we speak.
And he has not returned to the home after this latest eviction. So what's being done to address some of these cases that drag on for months? This summer, Governor J.B. Pritzker signed Senate Bill 1563. It gives police more latitude to remove someone from a home when they're not legally allowed to live there. It's meant to avoid the lengthy eviction process in some cases. Supporters of the bill think it could ease the strain on the courts and law enforcement, while critics argue it can impact a person's due process. It may take months, though, to see how effective this new law will be. I'm Lourdes Duarte, WGN Investigates.
Well, there you have it, folks. As I stated previously, I don't believe that any person should be kicked out of their homes and not really know what their next direction is in life. It's actually pretty sad to see. But at the same time, we have to remember who we're dealing with. We're dealing with a vile human being that is selfish, that is a bully, that wants to push and control the narrative just so he can get his way. And he has put innocent people in harm's way. He's had people fired. He's had people lose their livelihood just to fill his own ego. Now that it's happening to him, quite frankly, it's kind of hard to feel bad for him. So, hey, we'll see what happens to the guy. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And hey, see you next time.